Nice, well played. As the comeback kids, again, we see the pattern, but you guys really have a great ability, I know, there's no frustration, it seems like, even when you get down, other teams might get frustrated at that pattern, or is that something you guys talk about going into the match, or just kind of responding to being in a deficit?
I think it's simple. We try to respond to the game. I think it's very good to see our matches from a perspective of a supporter because it's action all the time. We concede goals, we score goals. It's all the time a roller coaster, right? So we never know. I think we need to be more consistent. And yeah, that's it. We respond because we have the grit, we have the energy, and we are good. So we need to be better without the ball to concede less and still scoring the goals that we have been scoring. Because if we concede less and keep score the goals that we have been scoring, we are going to win.
Right. A fan said as well, you always have to stay to the very end of a Brooklyn FC game, so you're going to see more goals in the last minutes. But Jessica, it looked like in the second half you really were able to get on a lot of good crosses, and in addition to all the dead balls you had, can you talk about your second half a little? Did it open up more or were they able to get the ball to you more? Did things open up?
Yeah, I think we just talked about a lot of consistency, and in the first half we weren't that good. And then in the second half we were able to find our midfield more and then play to the forwards. So I think just talking at halftime, regrouping, and then using that grit in the second half, because I feel like that always works to our advantage.
Great. Just one more, guys. Thank you. Congrats on the goal. It looked like a really clean, powerful strike there. Can you talk about that play a little?
I guess Jess said before the kick, like, someone needs to get on the end of this. And she was playing all her dead balls throughout the game were really well placed. And yeah, I don't know if it was the cleanest. It kind of went off the side of my head.
It sounded very.
But yeah, no, I mean, it was good, yeah.
Well played, yeah. Thank you.
This is a question for both Jess and Catherine. We saw Sydney Nacello, Tosh Flint, and Jamona really, have a high work rate tonight for Tampa Bay. What things on the pitch don't people like us realize when you are playing them? Like, what are they like? Are they always physical? Are they always shoving? Because this was also a game that I noticed that the referee had to do a lot of talking to them as well. So, from your point of view, how was this match in terms of physicality?
I think Tampa's a pretty physical team, and we just had to show more grit than them. I think the three players you mentioned are very talented players in our league, so obviously just marking them and making sure that they're not getting the ball as much helped us a lot, and I guess the ref helped us too.
I saw that in the first half, and later on in the second half, the midfield did a very great job at like turning the counter attack and trying to get the midfield linking going and things of that nature. Do you guys feel more fluid, playing with each other as the matches go on to help you turn that defense into offense?
I think we have great midfielders that are good on the ball, are good under pressure. And yeah, if we can find them and consistently throughout the game, I think that's gonna help us as we progress through the season.
With the streak of not being beaten by Tampa still going, do you feel confident when playing them? Because maybe as opposed to other teams, they might think like, oh, these are the defending champs. We may have to play different, but you guys seem very comfortable and very confident tactically and just in each other's ability on the pitch. So does playing Tampa really, present as a threat?
I think Tampa, as a champion, have also a responsibility, and they had that responsibility in the first game that we played against. And the grit, the energy that they had in that time was a little bit different from now because the moment is different. But I feel Tampa, and probably against the odds now, they are going to play in the playoffs. That's what I feel. Because they have everything. They have the players. I don't know if they have the coach, but at least the players that they have. And I feel that in the future that they are going to fight for the playoffs for sure. Otherwise, I felt today we were better than them. So I feel the same. I feel that we are going to play to the playoffs too.
Coach, I know the league has implemented a new 8-second rule for the goalkeepers. With this new rule implemented in league play, how do you hope to adjust? Because it kind of caught me off guard, so I know Kelsey and the other goalkeepers will take a while for them to adjust as well.
I'm sorry. Probably you get wrong my message when I say that I don't know about the coach. I don't know about the coach because I don't know how they work.
Yes.
And of course, totally respect. She was champion. Come on.
Yeah.
And what I was trying to say is individually I can analyze the players. I cannot analyze the training sessions because I'm not there. That's what I wanted to say. About the corners and the 8 seconds rule. I think we need to be more mature on that one, and I feel that sometimes the referees are looking for in the 7th second they are waiting, very anxious to score the corner. So we need to be mature on that, and we need to play a little bit earlier, probably after the 6 seconds. We need to correct that like a rule as 6 seconds and not 8 seconds.
Do you, Coach, do you plan to keep the team in a compact formation? Because from what we're seeing as media, it's been it's starting to prove itself. Like when you start out compactly, you present big problems for the defense. Do you like when you play compact?
Of course, I think that's the thing that we need to work on. As compact as we can be as a team, we are close to win. If we cannot concede with the compactness that we showed probably most of the time in the first and the second half, I would say, besides the goals, I think we are close to win. So I think a good defense of our organization can win championships or leagues.
Yes.
So that's what we have to work on, and I feel that we are getting better.
I've noticed that Rebecca Cook, keeps showing up when her number and name is called. What do all of you like from her so far?
Simple. Rebecca had a difficult beginning. I was very aggressive with her in the training sessions, and I was very try to get the best version of herself. And Rebecca, she's doing well, but I think today Jess and Zim, they also did well. The whole team did well. I think Jess, and this is a compliment, and she's here because I think she's getting better and better. She's very young. She needs to learn a few things, but I think she's probably one of the most talented players in the league.
Absolutely. And my final question for Jess, given that you were one of the inaugural players last year for Brooklyn and coming into this year, do you feel more comfortable with where things are? And do you believe that if they keep this run of play going with the toughness and tenacity that this team has, do you expect a deep playoff run?
Yeah, I think last year was a rough season. Obviously, we didn't end how we wanted to, but the coaching staff this year is just so amazing. I mean, all our practices, we're getting better each and every day. Obviously, the last few results were a little frustrating, but I think we're getting better, and we're just going to be working on consistency this week.
What is your main goal going into Carolina?
I think just the win. We need a win right now really badly, and we all want it, and we're going to work towards that.
Yes.
One more follow-up. Just a quick one, guys. As you mentioned, Coach, that you anticipate Tampa to be a playoff team, and they were a strong side last year, of course. Does this give you guys a lot more confidence, or were you already, playing them to a draw, or did you feel like you already had this level of confidence?
I remember that I said here last week that we are close to win. Of course, if you ask me, I felt that we were close to lose this game too. I think we are in in a very tiny line, so it's a kind of a tricky situation here. But it's a small win. We are getting the consistency. We need to concede less. I keep saying the same because that's the feel that I have. If we concede less, we are going to win for sure. And I think at this point, Tampa is underestimated because I feel that they have everything to play the playoffs. And I can say to you guys, for me, Tampa, they are going to play the playoffs.
Thanks.
All right, we're all
Okay.
set. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks
Thank
everybody.
you.